The purpose of this video is to further orient volunteers to the Community Improvement Initiative, focusing on mutual expectations for volunteers and the Community Improvement Initiative. Our objectives are to talk about CII's commitment to volunteers, our benefits that volunteers receive as being a member of the CII volunteer team, the type of people that you would volunteer alongside with, expectations of volunteers as they serve, certain norms we ask that teams abide by, and benefits of strong follow-through, and then finally a summary. These are our commitments to volunteers. One of our values is co-missioning. We want to know your personal reasons for serving, and we think it's a very good thing that you might have personal reasons that go beyond simply wanting to serve your community. And these could range from wanting to develop your network of personal contacts. You may be in sales and see this as a way of building relationships that might lead to sales opportunities eventually. It could be to get experience so that you can shift into a new career later on. But we think that personal reasons that are in addition to wanting to serve other people are valuable and sources of motivation that we need to understand and that we want to help you achieve. The next is mentoring. We work hard to provide mentors in your functional area if we feel it's needed and you want it. Mentors can develop into strong professional relationships after you're finished your volunteer project. Mentors also have many contacts in industry that can help you in your career. So in working with a mentor, they will get to know you and the type of person you are, and they may feel comfortable referring you to work alongside other people or to meet other people that you might be able to help and may be able to help you. Mentors also have specialized knowledge to help you be successful in your volunteering role, and this helps the Community Improvement Initiative but also builds your own skills at the same time. The benefits to volunteers are as follows. One is letters of reference. When you finish your assignment, you're eligible for a letter of reference or service hours or some evidence that you have done enough to achieve certain professional development units, etc. Also, it provides opportunities for you to work alongside other high-achieving individuals, and this can be very motivating itself just to be part of a good, strong team. Also, it provides experiences to help you progress in your own career if that's why you're serving, but many experiences that will help you build expertise that will give you credibility in other situations. Of course, you get satisfaction of helping local communities thrive, and in some cases you may receive a position title for your resume as well. These are the type of people that you will work alongside. The type of people we want to attract are doers. These are people who, as part of their life, they just naturally do a lot. They follow through on many commitments, and it's surprisingly, I find that many of these people already have other commitments. They have a full-time job. They may have other volunteer commitments that they keep. They may have other side projects, but in spite of that, they are still doers and extremely reliable in the CII context. Many have training or experience in their service area. On our last project, almost all volunteers were either pursuing or had a master's degree. This doesn't mean you necessarily have to have that level of education, but it means that those are the sorts of people that tend to be interested in this type of a venture. Also, people with considerable experience without education, but you get the idea of the kinds of people that we often attract. And they have strong people skills, meaning that they know how to resolve conflict, they know how to get along with people. They are professional to work with. Here are the expectations of volunteers. These expectations are set in consultation with you before you commit to CII in terms of your specific contribution to the project or team or initiative that you're working on. There are some general expectations of all volunteers, but your specific time commitment would be something we would set together with you. Another expectation is follow-through, to see your assignment all the way through to completion. So this is not for the casual volunteer who like to maybe be part of something on the sideline and contribute a little bit. These are for people that are deeply committed to the mission, deeply committed to the project. Reliability is another expectation, and that is that you will follow through on commitments. One of our values is strong follow-through and execution and achievement. So those are the sorts of people that will thrive in this organization and welcome those types of high expectations. Also, we expect that there will be the four-letter word work. It's like a part-time job within the time commitments to which you share with us and that we agree to mutually. It often involves daily email involvement or some kind of online daily checking in to see what's happening with the project you're working on and making the contributions you have to make as necessary. And like most meaningful works, there's sometimes maybe tasks that you might not always enjoy. Last project, we had sponsors for an event, and I had to assemble a sponsorship list, which meant digging through my email and getting contact information of various people I had sold sponsorships to. That's not my favorite thing to do in the world, but it comes with the territory of volunteering in those areas that you really enjoy and that are provide fulfillment to you. So there will be some of that. Project management is another expectation, and that is that you will embrace our project management methodology. There are certain things that you will be subject to, such as project schedules, for example, to have to give status reports and attend meetings at certain times. So you need to be willing to embrace our project management methodology. And we expect that you'll engage in a lot of personal planning. For example, avoid adopting discretionary projects that will interfere with your position in CII. Nobody wants your volunteer work to make you lose your job or your family or your marriage or other important commitments, but when you sign on to be a volunteer with the Community Improvement Initiative, we expect that you won't then adopt other discretionary projects that are so significant that they will interfere with your position in CII. I personally had a situation where I invested in houses, and a beautiful house that we wanted that was just right for us, close to our home, was available for sale, and we looked at it, and even though we wanted to put an offer on it, we decided not to, my wife and I, because of this commitment I had to put on a large-scale event with a team of volunteers. So we expect you to make those types of judgments as well, to keep this in the priority that you made it when you decided to be a volunteer. And please don't cancel attendance at meetings or other CII commitments except in valid emergencies. The situations we've run into, and not in this organization yet, but in previous organizations, is where you call a meeting and a half an hour before everyone calls and says they can't make it. And then you're left, instead of a committee of 6, a committee of 2 to try to plan without key people there. Please do your planning. If you make a commitment to be at a meeting, be at the meeting unless there's something significant that is an emergency that gets in the way. And that should be fairly rare, that say 4 out of 6 people suddenly have an emergency an hour and a half an hour or 2 hours before a meeting they committed to a week ago. And you also agree to complete your training provided by the Community Improvement Initiative as well. We will maybe specific training to help you function in your role. Maybe not, but if that training is provided, we promise to make it efficient and to make the best use of your time and for it to be deeply relevant to the work you're doing in the Community Improvement Initiative. We also have norms that I think any project leader will agree to and will want from the people on their team, and any leader will want to abide by as well. So, number 1, respond to text, phone, email, or communications on an online collaboration platform within 24 hours. Faster when necessary. Use communication tools that work for the team. The team that you work on, if it's a team-based project, will require you probably to use some kind of online portal for filing and sharing documents and maybe even having focused discussions and collaborating together. That keeps all of your work in one place. Whatever that tool is that works for your team, we expect that you may have to adapt your communication habits in order to use that tool. That's how the team will engage with each other. We also expect that you would embrace remote meetings if the team wants them. If it's efficient to just have a conference call to do your work together rather than a face-to-face meeting every single time, then so be it. Also, seek to make an equal contribution on your team. Always be asking, am I contributing as much as everybody else? Am I doing my part? And to draw on personal resources such as contacts, business relationships that you have in order to help you fulfill your role in the Community Improvement Initiative and the project that you may be working on. You may have heard some of these norms before, but we emphasize them again because these are areas that we consider to be very important. Here are the benefits of strong follow-through. Number 1, you energize your team and your leaders. Having people that show up at meetings well prepared and that are constantly thinking and proactive in getting things done, they energize your team and your leaders. You create experiences you can talk about with authority in professional circles. And this could mean a job interview, this could mean just at a networking meeting, but you'll be able to then understand the terminology in the area you're volunteering. You'll have real life experiences and you'll get that knowledge that you can only gain through having your feet on the ground serving. You develop a network of people who trust you as well. When you make strong follow-through a habit in your volunteering, then you get a ever-widening group of people that believe that if they bring you on to a project or ask you to do something, that it gets done, and they grow to trust you. That leads to many benefits. Number one, you make a significant contribution, but you also increase the probability others will do business with you in the future. And that can mean anything from collaborate with you on a project potentially in your work, or accept a paid opportunity, or maybe they will offer you some work that is meaningful to you in your career. So as a result, you end up expanding your opportunities, so that this strong follow-through creates this self-reinforcing cycle of success. So we expect strong follow-through on the commitments that you make. So here's the summary. There are many personal benefits to serving within the Community Improvement Initiative, but there are also expectations. Participation does require significant commitment, personal planning, and willingness to follow CII processes. So we expect those things that for the people that we invest in to help them be successful in the work of our nonprofit. And I'd like to end with the unity diagram. These two circles show that on the left you have a circle that includes all of your goals and all of your expectations for volunteering, and on the right is all of our goals and all of our expectations of volunteers. The center in the middle represents the common ground where our goals and your goals are met simultaneously as a result of your service in our organization. We can't neglect your goals and expectations, but at the same time, our goals and expectations as an organization can't be neglected. There has to be a balance, and we have expectations on both sides of the circle. So you need to ask yourself, is this a good fit for you? Because that will then determine your willingness to move on to the next step. So I'm looking forward to talking to you further, and if this video is on YouTube, I would ask that you just make a comment that you watched the video and give your name or something that identifies you. Thank you very much. I'm looking forward to talking to you further.